Bonjour, comment allez-vous? This is Bitcoin Price Predictions, and I'm your host, the Crypto Kid, the Ganja Ambassador, Daniel Plummer. This podcast is brought to you by Howard Blockchain TV, and it is sponsored by Addis Ababa Advanced Technologies Incorporated. It is Wednesday, August 28th, 2024. We're getting the last few days of August, about to go into September. Institutional investors are returning to the market, and you're beginning to see the volume steadily increase. Today, Bitcoin is down $534 to $59,529 as investors continue to take their profits. Ethereum is up 64 US dollars to 2,629 US dollars. There's not a lot of Bitcoin news right now. The Democratic Party and Kamala Harris have chosen to not even discuss Bitcoin and cryptocurrency because the Biden administration has been cracking down um, through the SEC on Bitcoin platforms and Bitcoin designers and continuing to indict them. It's very likely that I should receive an indictment with my designing, but I have not released my coin officially, so I guess that will delay the indictment. Nevertheless, Bitcoin influencers like Donald Trump, JD Vance, Callie Mussel, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. have endorsed Bitcoin. Callie Mussel has his own Callie Mussel coin. Donald Trump has his own Bitcoin as well, Trump coin. And you're going to see this. Right now, institutional investors are just returning to the market after summer vacation. So you'll see the volume in all markets, including Bitcoin, steadily increases volume. We'll keep you posted. We're heading in, we have about 2 months to the 2024 presidential election, and Kamala Harris has chosen to not do any interviews, not release any policy statements. So no one knows what she stands for, but she wants people to trust her and vote for her and put her in the highest position in the world of power. And she want people to do that without knowing anything about her, very little about her, what her policies are, what she stands for, what is she going to do as far as improving jobs in the economy when basically she is the de facto president as it is right now. What is she going to do about the border, especially in Arizona and Texas? Because the Democrats want illegal immigration because of the low wages that it brings in. It takes away from all other Americans, but it gives these people low wages, but much higher than the country they're coming from. And the Democrats believe that that will make those people loyal to the Democratic Party and voting for them. So that's their game plan. I think ultimately it's unconstitutional. It disrespects other Americans. We already have high unemployment as it is. And this is just, it's a common tactic that the Democrats have used for the last 150 years. So you really can't be surprised about it. They did it initially in the late 1800s after the Civil War because African Americans made up 80% of the U.S. population due to the Southern plantation owners having so many slaves in the states of Mississippi and Maryland. So the reason why Black people are no longer the majority of the population is because for the last 150 years, the Democratic Party has encouraged migration from European countries to dilute the population dominance of African Americans post Civil War, post slavery. So it is what it is. A prominent Reverend in Detroit, Michigan, Reverend Sewell, Sewell, has spoken out against this and has pointed out to African Americans that we should not be a part of the Democratic Party and how they manipulate us. And George Soros is quoted as saying, the easiest people to manipulate are African Americans by just throwing in the word racism. And they are absolutely correct. And that is the position that the Harris campaign is taking is we're not going to talk about any of our policies. We're not going to talk about anything. We're going to continue to portray Donald Trump as a hate monger, a hateful, racist person. And then now, instead of Joe Biden being fumbling and elderly and losing his uh, uh, losing his thoughts when he's making statements. Now they just want to say that that's what Donald Trump is doing, which is ridiculous. But desperate people who are simple and don't have a true strategy, you got to expect that that's what they're going to resort to, because desperate people do desperate things. With that, we're signing out today. We'll bring more news to you tomorrow. This is Howard Blockchain TV, and this podcast is all about Bitcoin finance, politics, and financial markets. With that, this is Daniel Plummer signing out. And remember, the future is crypto. And if you want to begin your Bitcoin education, go to Plummer/Bitcoin Mastery. That's PLUMMER University.com/Bitcoin Mastery.